Welcome to this video. My name is Eva, and in this video I want to share with you some career advice that helped me a lot. And yeah, so I will share it with you. So the first one is that finding a career that you like is like finding a good and building a good relationship. So it does take time, and for some people it works that right away the first boyfriend I have is the lifelong partner, and the first career choice they have is the career that works for them. But for a lot of people it does take a lot of time to figure it out. You have maybe one, two, three different relationships before you actually meet someone that you form a relationship that is a lot more long term, because you first need to figure out who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, what gives you energy, what doesn't give you energy, and it's just part of the game, and it's just part of life to learn all of that. And I think that really helped me to not have the wrong expectations for myself, and to not put so much pressure on myself to have it already figured out when it comes to career and your dream career, because usually it's a process and it takes time. So yeah, the second advice that helped me was that listen to your intuition. So when you, for example, have a job that you don't like so much or you don't like at all, really get to know yourself what you don't like about the job. For example, I I had so many jobs that I didn't really enjoy, like, or even hated, completely hated, so many different jobs, and it really showed me what I enjoy more. So I think that sometimes if you are in a career that you thought is amazing, or a job that you thought is great, and then you find out the reality of it, that either the job is not good at all or you're just not the right fit for it, instead of falling into depression and being stuck and hating life, actually use it as a motivation to say, okay, what does not work for me, and use it as a fuel to become uncomfortable and to actually take actions towards finding out what fits more with you. And I think that's really a huge lesson that I had to learn to not fall into depression, but just use it as a fuel to figure out who I am, what I like, what I don't like. I think that's really important, and I think for me the two core values that I realized are super important for me and that I need to have in order to be happy in my career is, first, to I want to grow as a person. I want to keep learning. I think if I would be in a job, which I was a couple of times, where I was just not progressing, but I just doing things that a machine could do better because it was repetition, I would really be very sad. I would be very sad and do it for the rest of my life. I would, no, I can't, like, for some, and that's the important thing, for each person is so different, and I made the huge mistake of, or was it a mistake, was it more learning experience of looking to other people, at other people, to give me answers, but the answer is really within you. So there are people who would love to do that repetition work because for them it's calming and they enjoy it, and they just maybe want that paycheck and then have value at home, have a good family life. And you cannot, like, people are so different, so many different characteristics, so what works for one person does not work for another person. So to blend out all of that is super important, and to focus on yourself. And one person can love to be a therapist, the other person hates to be a therapist because it doesn't works for them. So focus on yourself, super important. And the second quality, so the first quality for me to keep progressing, to keep learning, I need that. And the second one, to have a positive impact on the world. Like, I could not work for McDonald's, which is such a terrible company, or I could not work for Nestle or something because it's just so terrible, and I would feel, okay, I contribute to a company that destroys the world. Like, I could not do it. I much rather work somewhere else where I could make a positive impact. And I think those two qualities are for me the most important qualities. And maybe if you're unhappy with your career, you want to figure out what are the two most important qualities for you. And each person is different, each person has different values, and also they might change during the life. Maybe in the beginning, when you're out of university, you have more willingness to take risks and to learn, but the older you get, maybe the more you value stability, and learning new things might not be as important to you. So figure out what are your two most important values and focus on those. So that is important. And a lesson that I've learned, another lesson that I've learned is that no job is perfect. So you will not have a perfect job, like you have not a perfect relationship. There's always times when maybe your partner annoys you, or when there's maybe, where it's just not perfect. And it's the same with the job. There's always things, if you have a business, like I, for example, I don't like the how do you say, the accounting part of it. I'm not so good at it, but it's part of a business. So it's just part of it, and I don't want to complain about it because it's part of the overall picture that I love. I love the business part of it. And so there's no perfect job, but I mean, each person is different. Some people, they can hate their job and that works for them. But I think for most people, they want to have some sort of satisfaction from their work, because that's just the majority of the time that adults spend in their life, to work. And I think if you have a career that you enjoy, you will have just such a better life quality, because your work, it does influence all the other areas of your life. If you hate your job, you will probably also let it influence you as a parent. Like, you come home back from work, you're stressed, you're angry, your child is like, oh, why you're angry? Or you will not be the best partner that you can be, because you come home, you're stressed, you're angry, your partner asks you, hey, what's up? And you're just like done. You just want to sleep, you want the day to be over, and you want it to stop. So figuring out what career it is that you enjoy is actually, for most people a really, really beneficial thing, because it does influence all the different areas of your life. So your job doesn't need to be perfect, your career doesn't need to be perfect, but it should, for the majority of time, have a positive impact on you. It should satisfy you in a way. That's really, really important. There will always be projects that you don't like, or maybe at one point you have to deal with certain clients you don't like, or you have maybe a boss you don't like, whatever it is. But for the majority of time, you should actually take satisfaction from your job. And that was really important, something that I've learned. And also pat yourself on the back for trying because I was so confused right out of university with what it is that I actually want to do. So just keep trying. And maybe if you are in a job right now that you don't enjoy and you want to switch, just pat yourself on the back for actually trying to figure out what it is that you really want to do. Just those small things that you do, actually, they do add up, and you can be really proud of yourself for that. And I'm just seeing, so that is really, really important. And if you are in a situation where you have a job that you don't like, or if you're in a situation where you're not sure what you want to do with your life, then what really helped me was to first do career tests to figure out, okay, what it is that fits my character well. And then you get certain job positions that might fit your character. So for example, for me, what fits my character is so business, marketing, sales, also a couple therapist was, and then just figure out what are the realities of that job. What is the salary? What is the education needed? What is the growth journey? What do you need to get a job in that area? Figure that out. Figure that out. And then also figure out, could you see yourself in that job working for 20 or 30 years? Like, you don't need to do it, but just how would you like to work in that area? Would you enjoy it? and then try to find people who already do what you might want to do and talk with them, get it maybe an internship to figure out is it actually something that you enjoy, and see what the reality of it is. That is important. And yeah, so I think that's what I have done. And yeah, so that's what I've really helped me, and I really hope it helps you too, because for a long time I had a lot of anxiety about this whole topic because I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I didn't really understand in the beginning this whole career situation, and I felt stuck in a job that I don't like many times. So yeah, just keep going one step after the other, and eventually you might get to a certain point where you actually enjoy what you do. And yeah, so that is really important, and that video was really for people who think that a career that they really have the desire to have a career that they enjoy, and not everyone is like that. As I said, some people, they just see it as a job and nothing more, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think for me, I really, because I don't know if I want to have children, so I really want to have a career that I enjoy. And yeah, so that is the video for today. If you have any career advice, let me know, write them down in the comment section, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day, and see you in my next video. And if you like the video, like it and subscribe to my channel, and in yeah, and yeah, hope you have a good day. See you.